You see this here? Right here? This game needs more attention.
Why Sonic CD? This Sonic game is looked down upon as one of the lesser 2D Sonic games. It tries to be different and doesn't quite have the same level design as the other games that made them fun. Because of this, Sonic CD is very controversial amongst Sonic fans. But that's not to say that there isn't a good game here. I still personally enjoy the game and what they try to do with it. Honestly, the game in my opinion is underrated. It also didn't help that it was made for the Sega CD and not the Mega Drive. On the plus side, it has seen several re-releases and is now available on various platforms. Not to mention the newest version was developed by Christian Whitehead, responsible for the Sonic 1 and 2 mobile ports. I honestly consider this version the superior way to play Sonic CD, and that's what I'll be playing for this video. Let's travel back to the past in order to save the future in another episode of WhyVideoGames. It's time to give this Sonic game a much needed positive attention. Let's look at why you should check out Sonic CD. Sonic CD tries something unique that, at the time, had not been done in a Sonic game. This is also something controversial for fans. That is, of course, the ability to time travel. The game is centered around it. Dr. Eggman has taken over Little Planet, and on there are these time posts allowing Sonic to go to the past or the future. If you go to the future, it's all been taken over by Eggman. So in order to stop that, you must travel to the past and find these teleporters that Eggman had created, destroy them, and the future is saved. There's also another way to make a good future by collecting these time stones that exist on Little Planet. These are basically your Chaos Emeralds, but sadly no Supersonic. What they do is that once you've collected them all, they automatically create a good future, so you don't need to go after those teleporters. I actually like this idea. Traveling to the past and future, seeing how they look, it's like you are experiencing more levels. You can also finish the level in any time period you want. The problem people have is how it's implemented. You need to touch a post and then gain enough speed, without being interrupted. You see the sign next to Sonic's life icon right there? When it starts to flicker, Sonic is getting ready to time travel. But if you get interrupted, then you've lost it and have to find another post. Thankfully there are a lot of them around, but I do see why people don't enjoy this mechanic. I do agree it could have been done better, but still, really like the idea, and at least you have the option to just get the time stones if you don't feel like exploring and looking for the teleporters. Which of course makes Sonic CD a much more slower paced game, which again people don't like. Still, lots of fun in my personal opinion, and I welcome the time travel mechanic. Since we have these time stones, means we of course have new special stages. I feel like Sonic Mania was inspired by these. The goal is to guide Sonic into the UFOs and destroy them before time runs out. All the while avoiding the water, which decreases the time, bouncing on springs and pinballs. If you run out of time, a UFO will appear which you can destroy for more time. These can be pretty challenging, and the UFO's patterns will get harder and they will trick you at times. These are a lot of fun though, and you also get rings and speed shoes for destroying the UFOs. Beat them all to get a time stone, which of course will guarantee good futures if you collect them all. These are pretty underrated as well if you ask me, but give them a try, you might just like them. Sonic CD is responsible for my favourite rival to Sonic. Before we had Shadow, we had Metal Sonic. Specifically designed to be on par with Sonic in every way, thus creating the perfect rival. He was also the villain in the Sonic OVA movie. Awesome film by the way, go watch it if you can. He would later be brought back in future Sonic games, with my favourite being Sonic Mania. He even kidnaps Amy! That monster. Wait, is this a bad thing? You get to prove who's the fastest in a race against him in Stardust Speedway, while Eggman is chasing you with a laser. Go too fast and he'll try to ram into you, so stay fairly close to him, while avoiding obstacles that slow you down. Get to the end before him and BAM! Got him! They have done some cool things with Metal Sonic in the future, and it's thanks to Sonic CD that we have him here. Now let's prove who's the real Sonic, shall we?
You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?
Sonic CD's levels have some gorgeous 16-bit art. It might even be my favourite amongst the classic Sonic games. The amazing thing about it as well is that you get new art for the past and future levels of the zones, really emphasizing the look of a past level that's overgrown with greenery. Is that a word? And a more futuristic level that's all mechanized and taken over by Eggman. The detail is top notch, from the foreground to the awesome backgrounds that go with it. Sonic CD is art, no doubt about that, and I could stand there just looking at it. Sonic Mania definitely gave me that Sonic CD vibe with its art style, and I'd love this quality to come back in a future 2D Sonic game. How could I not mention this fantastic soundtrack for this game? The plus to having Sonic on the Sega CD is that you aren't limited to a sound driver like Mega Drive, which means you can use audio tracks like MP3. Sonic CD's OST is one of my favourites for sure. We also have two versions, the US soundtrack and the JP soundtrack. Everyone has their preferences as to which they prefer. Let me know which soundtrack you prefer. Give me a hashtag JP or a hashtag US in the comments. I personally like them both for different tracks. I probably lean towards the Japanese soundtrack a little more, but I still enjoy the US version as well. If you haven't for whatever reason not listened to either, you need to. Seriously. If there's one thing that Sonic fans can agree on, is that the music being phenomenal in Sonic games. And Sonic CD is no exception. Some of my personal favourites are Stardust Speedway, Past, Present and Future, Quartz Quadrant Zone is also a great listen, and Tidal Tempest. My god! Would highly recommend a listen. Shoutouts to T. Lopes for his amazing remix of Stardust Speedway and Sonic Mania. Seriously, it's one of my favourites in that game. So what are you waiting for? Go listen to the soundtrack right now. You won't regret it. The 2011 version of Sonic CD is the best way to play, and although I did not mention everything they added, trust me, there's more surprises for you there. Go pick it up for your preferred platform and give it a try. Sonic CD needs more love, and you'll make me happy if you do. If I still couldn't win you over though, can I get a hashtag nope? And I'll cover the bad of Sonic CD. Hope you enjoyed this installment of WhyVideoGames. Leave your suggestions below, and if you want to see more, check the videos on screen now and subscribe for more. Take care.